We hold close to us that which touches our lives. The small things, the details, the minute shades of the physical and emotional, all bundle up to form the fabric of our lives. Beauty and complexity are embedded in simplicity, and from there touch and inspire the whole of humanity. We come into contact every day with something that has shaped our history. We touch it, feel it, use it every moment. In fact, it is our second skin. The question is, how familiar are we with it? Cotton, a blessing conferred by nature upon humanity, has been with us for more than 7,000 years. It marks a vital step in the evolution of mankind. Following the discovery of fire, the invention of the wheel, the practice of agriculture, the discovery and utilization of cotton stands as a milestone in the history of mankind. Historians have traced the use of cotton and found cotton fabric dating back to around 5000 BC in various parts of the world that include the Indus Valley Civilization, Mexico, and along the Nile River in Egypt. By 800 AD, Arab merchants introduced cotton in Europe, and Columbus came across fields of cotton growing in the Bahamas when he first discovered America in 1492. By the early 1500s, cotton had become a luxurious commodity and was in great demand. There are 4 unique species of cotton, and each one has been domesticated over many centuries. The cotton species native to Central America, Caribbean and southern Florida regions is known as Gossypium hirsutum and is classified under upland cotton. Gossypium barbadense, native to tropical South America, is famous as extra long staple cotton. A variety of tree cotton native to India and Pakistan, known as Gossypium arboreum, Gossypium herbaceum, also known as Levant cotton, a native species of southern Africa and the Arabian Peninsula, account for the majority of the modern-day cotton production since the 1900s. Cotton fibers appear naturally in different shades of pink, brown and green apart from white. However, the cultivation of colored cotton was slowly discontinued as its yield was lower and the quality of fiber was inferior to that of the white cotton. Throughout history, cotton has silently left its footprints. The Greek king, Alexander the Great, was fascinated with cotton as it weighed less and provided greater comfort than wool. Indian cotton was recorded in ancient Greece as a wool exceeding in beauty and goodness than that of sheep. During the Industrial Revolution, water power was broadly used to spin cotton into yarn. Following technological advancements and the introduction of steam-powered plants along with the modern cotton gin by Eli Whitney, in 1793 in America, the ginning process was drastically sped up. This resulted in the demand for higher output of raw cotton, which in turn led to the increase in the practice of slave cultivation. We are well aware that cotton is used in products that range from something as common as everyday garments to something as simple as earbuds, and is extensively used in the medical field. Cottonseed oil is used to make edibles that require a longer shelf life and additionally enhanced the taste of food. It is incorporated as a raw material in the manufacturing process of soap, margarine, emulsifiers, cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, rubber and plastics. People found new avenues and scope for cotton. People began integrating it into different products, ones that were not even thought of before, such as fishnets, coffee filters, book binding, baseballs, and even in currencies of various countries. Thomas Alva Edison had used carbonized cotton thread as a filament in his first commercially practical incandescent light bulb. Cotton has become a commodity that is used by people from all walks of life. Cotton becomes a sacred thread to the Hindus, portrays modesty to Muslims, and is used as wick in the candles by Christians to signify purity and the light of the Almighty. Cotton accompanies us from morning till night, from birth to death. Cotton textiles became one of the most sought-after commodities during the medieval era, and within the turn of the century established itself as king among cash crops. India controlled 22.6% of the total world GDP during the 1700s, when it was producing the world's most sought-after cotton yarn and textile in enormous quantities. Many nations were trading in gold and silver in exchange of cotton. The wealth of Indian cotton attracted the British, and the double-edged sword, called the Industrial Revolution, galvanized the British Empire, but systematically broke the Indian cotton enterprise and destroyed the lives of millions of Indian weavers and artisans. The British carried out heinous acts to prevent the Indians from producing textile by destroying their looms and in many cases severing the thumbs of the weavers. By 1947, with the nation drained of wealth, its world GDP drastically spiraled down to a mere 2%. Cotton is king. Without cotton, the British Empire would have toppled. It extorted raw cotton from India, shipped it to England, and manufactured cotton clothes and sold the same back to the Indians at a steeper price, but lesser than the domestic available price. This had an adverse effect on the local weavers and farmers of India and put them out of business. The nation realized that its independence lay in the maximum possible use of homemade goods and instigated the Swadeshi movement in 1905. This movement had a powerful impact and increased the number of small-scale village enterprises that propelled the production of khadi. Till today, the national flag of India is made up of khadi. Cotton has stood as a symbol of the Indian independence movement and self-reliance. The dawn of the early 19th century witnessed India venture onto new grounds, and in 1818, at Fort Gloucester near Calcutta, the first textile mill was established. Success came only in the 1850s, when a well-seasoned Parsi cotton merchant established the cotton textile industry in Bombay that boosted cotton trade with foreign nations. Following suit, in 1861, Ahmedabad's first cotton mill was established and matched the success of the Bombay cotton industry. By the end of the 19th century, more than 178 cotton textile mills were successfully set up and running nationwide. Cotton had become the lifeline of major cities in India. To mitigate the adverse effects of famine and the partition of India and Pakistan on cotton production and quality, a Grow More Cotton program was launched in 1950 by the government with a view to increase the acreage under cotton and to raise the productivity. Post the Green Revolution, when hybridization was in full swing, Dr. Ramasami, a young agriculture graduate from humble beginnings, set forth with a passion to enhance the lives of farmers from a small town called Attur in Salem District of Tamil Nadu. Little did he know in 1973 that he was planting the seeds that will one day emerge as the cotton seed capital of India. Dr. Krishnamurthy, an eminent cotton scientist, helped set up the research facility and laid the foundation for the path-breaking breeding programs for which Rasi is known for. Rasi Seeds launched its first cotton hybrid RCH2 between 1992-1993, which had colossal impact and set new standards of productivity, and by 1998 established itself as a giant among cottonseed producers in the nation. Even 25 years after commercialization, RCH2 is one of the most sought-after hybrids by a set of loyal farmers. The legacy of RCH2 has been passed on from one generation to the other, and families have prospered in the process. A dynamic personality and visionary, Dr. Ramasami foresaw the vital role of technology in the agriculture sector, and cotton in particular. Rasi Seeds became the first company to vouch for BT technology and got its licensing in 1999, for which he had risked and invested all he had. In 2005-2006, Rasi Seeds notched up sales and grasped the #1 BT cottonseed selling company of the nation. His far-sightedness proved to be spot on, and BT technology became a runaway success among cotton cultivators. A whopping 6,500 metric tons of pesticides worth of 850 crore rupees were used to control the bollworms in cotton. But post-BT introduction, it drastically came down to 200 metric tons, worth of less than 100 crore rupees. Additionally, it increased the productivity from 300 kgs per hectare to more than 550 kgs per hectare. The success of Rasi Seeds stems from its service to farmers rather than merely providing seeds to farmers. It goes the extra mile and actively involves and guides them to adopt hybrid-specific agronomy to realize the best potential possible. Precise segmenting, trialing and positioning strategies helped Rasi to establish itself as the #1 cottonseed selling company in the nation. The last few decades has witnessed a 7-fold increase in cotton production and more than 4-fold increase in productivity, in which Rasi Seeds has played a pivotal role. An estimated 12.8 million hectares of land is under cotton cultivation in India, placing India as the leading producer of raw cotton, accounting for about 26% of the 26 million tons produced worldwide in the year 2016-2017. India stands second as exporter in cotton textile, contributing to an estimated 5% to the global textile and clothing trade. The Indian textile industry contributes 5% to the nation's GDP, 14% to industrial production and 11% to total exports earnings. The Indian cotton industry provides employment to a staggering 119 million people, placing it the second largest employer in the country after the agriculture sector. The success of the Indian cotton industry has become synonymous with Rasi Seeds.
राशि नरमा बल्ले बल्ले
नरमा है तो राशि है
राशि नरमा बल्ले बल्ले
कपास એટલે રાશि
कपासમાં कपास राशि જ એક નંબર છે
कापूस भाऊ फक्त राशीचा
ಹತ್ತಿ అంటే రాశి అండి
పత్తి అంటే రాశి
ಅತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ರಾಶಿ ರಾಶಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹತ್ತಿ
ಪರಿತ್ತಿನ ಅದು ರಾಶಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ
The man behind a million smiles. The Cotton King.